Hi, Shannon Lewis here from Panoptic Development. Today's video talks about the design process. This is just a quick summary of where we're at. Our first video, we focused on requirements. The second video was on user stories, and the third video, is on the design process. You can think of the design process in 4 different stages: planning, wireframes, design mock-ups, and then implementing the design. In the planning stage, the designer really is trying to get to know you better, understand who the target audience of the website is, what the goals and objectives are, as well as the types of websites you like and you don't like. And the designer, through this whole interview process, will get a better feeling of what the new website will look like. Then the designer will provide you with a creative brief, which summarizes the planning phase. This is an important document because it puts down in words what the expectations are of the new website, and that this is important because everyone will be on the same page. Then the designer will start working on the wireframes, which is really like the blueprint of your website. It focuses on things like the layout, the types of content, navigation, whether you have 1 column or 2 columns, that sort of thing. What it doesn't worry about is the color palette of the website, the types of font you use, or anything like that. So I thought it would be helpful for us to review a couple of wireframes. This is a wireframe of our home page when we redesigned our website. And as you can see here, it's just in black and white. It has, boxes for where images are, but it shows you how everything's going to be laid out and kind of gives you a general idea of what this web page is going to look like. And here's another one of our services page. And I'll show you later on what the design mock-ups look like for both these pages. So once the wireframes are approved, the designer will then move to the design mock-ups. And this more closely represents what the actual website's going to look like. You'll have the color schemes, the imagery, what type of links, navigation, drop-downs, calls to action, that sort of thing. And typically the designer will provide you with a few design concepts to choose from. And once you have a good idea which design concept you want to go with, the designer will then start working on all the pages of the website, the internal pages. And once all that's been approved, the design files are then usually submitted as Adobe Photoshop files, or PSD files. So here is the 2 web pages that I showed you earlier that were wireframes. And as you can see, this looks more closely like what the website looks like. Once the PSD files are handed off to development, they do what's called slicing the design. So basically they convert the PSD file into HTML and CSS code, which is used to build the front end of your web application. Hi, I hope this video helps you to understand the activities that take place during the design process. Next video, we'll be talking about the development process. See you then!